Action. Okay, what's up guys? Fahan here with Zah once again, and today we have our brother here, Amar. How are you, man?
Good, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming down all the way to Kelantan for this review. And here we have today Amar's bike, a Honda CBR650R. Right?
Yes.
Wow, it's a 2024 model.
2021.
Oh, 2021.
Okay. The 2024 is new look. Sharper tail, sharper front, everything sharper.
Just question, why you never get the 2024 model?
Good question. Because this one is actually somewhat a birthday gift from my wife.
Wow, okay. Awesome, sure. Birthday gift.
She helped top up with the installment actually. So thank you, wifey.
Wifey, Okay, so before Amar tell us a story about his bike, I'm going to give a bit of background about it.
First introduced as a middleweight sports tourer in 2014 as the CBR650F, Honda CBR650R is a sports motorcycle sharing the same chassis and internals as the CB650 Neo Cafe Racer. For 2019, the CBR650R is redesigned with Fireblade-inspired fairings and equipped with the latest riding technology at the time. In 2021, the CBR650R was redesigned and updated once more, matching its CBR series cousins. Engine is a 648cc, liquid-cooled, 4-stroke, inline 4-cylinder, 16 valves, DOHC, with programmed fuel injection and a 6-speed manual transmission.
Okay, so Amar, why the CBR650R?
One thing is because before this I was riding LC135 Spark. So my wife say, hey, your body too big for the bike. You stay at Woodlands, you work at Tuas, like funny. Then she say, okay lah, why not you go change bike? Since I was also at the point after was looking for class 2 lah. So then she just say, okay, you make sure don't above 30k lah. Because if not, our monthly financial will be interrupted lah. So then I was just going through, browsing through. Then after that, I saw, this bike was selling at 18. Sim price 18. Then COE that time was 10.8. So then we went to SK Cycle. Then we discussed lah. Then I wanted for a discount. Then I say, bro, 18k too cheap already. How cheap you want? I say, I don't want motorbike discount. I want COE discount. So the $800 they absorb. So it's only 28k. So for me and my wife, we calculate. Okay lah, boleh lah.
Okay.
So 28k at the time, machine and COE. Wow, actually not bad.
Yeah lah, for a class 2 bike.
Class 2 sports bike some more.
Personally, how long have you been riding?
Long, very long, quite long. Ever since 18 years old, now 32.
What were your previous bike? Apart from the LC135?
LC135, R6, CBR400R 5-blade, the old one. Then also my father's Super 4, RZ, Bajaj Pulsar, and also DRZ.
Quite a comprehensive list.
Yeah, sure. A whole range of class 2B, 2A, class 2 bikes.
But RZ is the longest. The best.
Shock, man.
I have to say lah, RX is the best. It's just said that they already stopped production for RX.
So right now, this is your only bike that you are riding.
Yes, my daily commute.
So I have to ask, as a sports bike, I mean you've ridden a lot of other bikes, right? What do you make of it being a versatile machine? Like your box not nice, and then your body also bongkok.
Actually, surprisingly, it's a so-called daily sports bike. So when your riding position, your back doesn't ache too much, your feet is not too high, your seat also is quite big lah. Also for your pillion, so you can scooch around front, back, a lot of space for you to maneuver your position. So you won't get tired easily. But then as for the handlebar, I don't know if it's just me or the bike lah. Because when I ride that time, I went to Cameron recently with my friends. This part of my hand are blue black. Don't know why. Throughout the ride.
I think the grips, right?
I don't know also.
Or do you put your full weight on the handlebar?
No, I also don't know why. Suddenly I reach Cameron, I open glove, blue black.
I think vibration.
But if compared to my previous bike, the Yamaha R6, nothing. No blue black, no nothing.
I see.
Yeah, well, this one a bit weird lah, but so far it's okay lah. The bike is basically no rider modes, no rider aids. Just only you have traction control and ABS. So this bike is basically you and the bike. That's all.
Wow, raw power, just raw power.
But I also say power, so not so power. Because this one makes less than 100 horsepower. So for everyday use, it's okay lah. It's enough to how to say, get over places and nak selit, you know, those tight gaps. You want to chow easy lah.
So that really explains why I see a lot of Malaysians that's commuting every day to work, right? JB Singapore. I see a lot of the 650R. You in the jam, and then you know you have to bend over.
Correct. Because this also, I think, so-called the second generation lah. Because the first one was 650F. That one, the headlight is only like one, like the Yamaha Diversion XJ6. If I'm not wrong lah. If I'm not right lah, it's the one lah. So first one is that one, then is this one, then the recently was 2024 model, which is the sharper one.
What's your height, bro?
My height 180.
So for yourself, you're not float floating or anything lah.
No.
Suitable for your height lah.
Tak ada. Don't have. But so far the bike, okay lah. One thing is cheap. But you know what they say? You get for what you pay for.
Okay.
So what happened was I have some issues with the bike lah. First, when I was getting the sliders, right, the threading for the sliders, right, the screw thread is actually worn out. So when I was riding, I hear this rattling sound.
Okay.
So then I had to go back to the workshop, then ask them to sort things out lah. Then also when I was at the Cameron trip, on the way back, I was trying to pump the tires. Only then I noticed there was a dented rim.
Alamak, macam mana
Good question. I also don't know.
I think, did you hit a pothole or something like that?
Maybe lah, because I work at Tuas, but if the pothole was like literally besar kan, we can literally remember that day, because when we hit the pothole, confirm sakit pun kan. But then this one, I don't remember, I don't recall like any days that I went through a pothole. So then
maybe the Showa exhaust.
don't know lah. But it was bad. The front one is bad, the rear one is okay.
So do you get it replaced?
I went to the Honda agent Bunsiu, asked covered for warranty lah. Sadly, it wasn't covered lah. Then like for me like, 6 months tak dapat.
Man.
Got some heated argument, but then just forget it lah. So I managed to contact my friend over at Malaysia here. He helped me with negotiations with some other friends. So I just waiting for the other set of rims.
How much do you pay for that?
For here is only, I don't know lah. My friend also haven't discussed me with me yet lah. He say just wait for the reply. I say okay, I just wait for you lah.
Okay.
But to check at Singapore Bunsiu is 2,600 just for the rims.
2006.
One pair.
One pair.
Itu mahal.
Mahal for a Honda.
Like if you were riding a LC135,
that one you can buy.
Campak-campak.
Then tomorrow you want to change stock also can.
Betul. This one nak tukar pun alamak duit lah. But you can have the option to repair lah. That one only cost like around 300 plus lah. With display lah. Just have to
spray.
just
But
have
why you
to
don't want to do that?
just OCD things kan. You know the thing bengkok, then you press back, then you like tak syok lah.
It's not like you going to hold it, touch it, and then like
then you like, you used to riding, you know your bikes, right? Then macam alamak tak syok lah. Tukar je.
I understand. I can attest to that lah. One bit scratch only, change your whole fairing.
fairing.
Okay.
Fairing.
Sorry, I'm wrong. Being a sports bike, I'm sure it's supposed to be this agile, nimble machine. Basically, negotiate easily lah.
Yes and no.
Oh, okay. Can you share?
So for example, big roads or wide turns, that one you can maneuver easily without adopt the suspension, even though it doesn't have any adjustments, right? It's okay lah. Not say good, not say bad. But for those like roads where small roads and tight corners, like give you an example like Gap 99 bend, that one is a bit hard for you to maneuver due to the weight of the bike. Then okay lah, so far we Singaporeans ride highway, big roads so shouldn't be a problem lah. Only if ride at Malaysia then with my friend, then suddenly di tu lah, we jalan dalam lah. Jalan dalam. Try je lah, try. So we just proceed lah. Jalan kecil pun jalan kecil lah, they say kan. Go je dulu, have fun.
For this bike, full
bus,
tank how big is it?
15 liter.
15 liters.
Yes.
Okay. Surprisingly.
Besar sah.
So, but then maximum mileage I can get while maintaining RPM below 6 is around 250. Then only the reserve start blinking.
Not too bad.
Okay lah. It's
Okay
a
lah.
like I mentioned, can be used as everyday sports bike. It's the same as the Ninja 400, the parallel twin engine. It's the same.
So this is also a parallel twin.
This one?
Nah.
Bukan. Ni line 4.
This one inline 4.
Ni line 4.
Later we see the exhaust.
Doesn't look
Does it look like an inline 4?
Inline 4, inline 4.
But I have to say the side is very beastly.
Yeah, because from my view here, it's really slim as compared to some of the sports bike.
Usually inline 4 very chunky.
Very like bulky on
White
middle,
body,
white body.
Yes, correct.
But this one is very slim. It didn't strike to me that it's an inline 4.
Because also, maybe also nowadays all bikes try to be compact. Maybe there's also another reason.
Yeah lah, like the class 2 getting smaller, the class 2B getting bigger.
Itu dia.
Balik
Terbalik I love the design, the general outlook of it. Very nice, very sharp, very modern and angular also. But how do you compare it to the 2024 model?
I don't like that much actually. Because headlight assembly, like they make the headlight smaller and like bit funny.
I never seen the 24 model for the info.
Haven't seen. You should
I haven't seen.
You should see. The eyes, they make it smaller. Then they force air vents here. That also make it smaller. Because for what I understand, like what you mentioned, some Malaysians ride this bike, right? At a certain angle, you see it's like CBR 1000. At certain angle, you see it's a garang bike. That's why I like about this bike. Then also, this bike doesn't have much technology in it, like those rider aids and everything. So, I prefer this kind of bike lah.
Simple, basic, straightforward lah.
Yes, because with rider modes, then if anything happen, wiring, alamak, pening sih. Pening.
The 24 model got all this lah.
Yes, correct. Then also they got the new TFT display.
This one is still LCD lah.
Yes, correct.
How's the Showa Fox on this? Real Showa also?
I think so. I'm not sure.
You're not
Show off. Depan show off, belakang show off.
Dia jenis naik, bawa je.
Okay.
Dia tak fikir apa-apa. Wife dah tolong bayarkan lah, pakai je.
But the suspension okay lah for you.
Suspension is okay lah. I weigh around 110.
Even with your wife as a pillion?
Yes, still okay.
Doesn't bulk.
Depends lah. Like got that one time I forget to pump tayar. Dia macam, oh asal macam berat macam. Oh makin berat dah. Jangan main-main lah.
I see that you put some accessories on this bike
Yes, correct.
like the tank pads, is it?
Yes, tank.
Grip
I put grip pads, the sliders.
This is to protect the from scratches lah.
Yes, then also the quad lock. And also the most important, quick shifter.
Oh, this one doesn't come with quick shifter.
Nope,
but
separate.
you added it.
Yes,
Okay.
I bought in separately lah. The funny thing about the quick shifter is it only goes upwards. Doesn't go downwards. Yeah, so it doesn't have the what they call auto blip. So you have to manual auto blip every time you want to ride fast.
So is there a lot of accessories for this bike?
So far yes, but I'm not into.
You don't get poisoned easily.
I don't like macam, ada orang pasang winglet. You know, there are few winglets designs. Then macam, I see lawa, but tak payahlah.
Not necessary. Because you're not
Like
going fast
the most
anyway.
important is this one. Like handphone holder, you know, this one the important one lah. For me, the most important is obviously the quick shifter lah. Pasal nak bawa shock kan.
But if you ask me, all the fake winglets on the bike
Tak perlu lah.
it's like you put a spoiler on the Pro 2 ASEAN.
I mean, if it's like the Ducati with the winglets, that one factory punya.
That one memang
Not aftermarket.
Yalah.
on the CBR macam.
It's like a double-sided tape. You know, use double-sided tape
Correct.
on your body.
But the new CBR600 model, the latest one, they got factory punya winglets. But it's like very small. I don't know why I started to look over at Honda, but actually I'm a Yamaha fan actually. I don't know why.
Are you still a Yamaha fan now after riding this?
Yes, but for my financial punya economy, not now. Not now.
So, but let's say if money is not an issue, what bike actually you wanted to get?
Alamak, R1 bos. R1 juga. Dia macam mana pun R1.
But I heard going out production soon.
Yeah, but
They have the R1M.
Yeah, for track.
Oh, for track. How's the maintenance like for this bike? Given that it's supposed to be a budget-oriented kind of sport bike.
I never follow the service intervals. I follow my own service. So every 3,000, I will change the engine oil and oil filter together.
I see.
Every time without fail. For spark plug wise, soon will change. And air filter and coolant maybe 1 year once.
I assume it's 4 bottles of engine
No,
oil.
actually we only use 2.7 liters with oil filter change.
seriously?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
So
use
2.7 really? I'm
surprising.
surprised. Yes, for an inline 4, considering that the Super 4 CB400, you need 4 bottles of engine oil. This one, an inline 4, but you only use 2.7 liters.
2.7, yes. Murah. Beli.
You mentioned you rode the Super 4, right? In terms of pickup, compare Super 4 dengan this one.
This one better. Super 4 VTEC bolasa. Maybe when the time I just passed my 2A, okay lah, I got that
Play,
feeling a bit.
open, right?
Because that was also not my bike, my father's bike. So. Lembat je. Sorry ayah. If you were to ask me for power wise for this bike, honestly, no power lah. No power. I mean there is power, but you won't have that feeling whereby you mati sini kan, tak ada. Just bawa biasa, okay, power ada.
So if compared to other bikes of its class, of its range, this wouldn't have the fun factor.
Correct. Dia kira this bike will not kill you.
Compared to the R6,
it will kill you if you go crazy.
Oh, serious ah?
Serious. Because R6 makes more than 100, 120, I think so, around there, that range. So the CBR600 also 100 over. Then the Kawasaki ZX6 also 100 over. Then Suzuki GXX 600, I don't know how much power, but also fast. Because that one is the so-called super sports. But the middleweight lah. So this one is not under category of super sports, but more to sports bike. And also I saw some overseas punya website. They say this is the sports story.
So long distance wise,
Long distance is okay lah.
it's okay lah. Like you went to Cameron, share about that, bro. Is it shock or not? Your batok tak sakit ke?
Batok surprisingly not sakit. Only my tangan here that I mentioned about the blue black. Only that one je sakit. But then other than that, it was a pleasant ride lah. Up until I reach KL, jam. That one normal. That one normal. But other than that, the bike is not those panas-panas.
Oh, it's not hot lah.
it's not hot.
It's not hot. It's considered bearable lah. Then also the wind protection is okay. So far everything okay. Just everyday bike You will be comfortable riding this bike. You will love to be ride this every day, like you jalan-jalan here and there. Because whenever I work at Tuas, I'll be the one carrying the prata, the teh, midnight. They're all gantung at the gantung, jalan. So I cakap, Amar, belanja, okay. Let's go.
Okay. So, talking about your trip to Genting, Cameron. You also went up to Cameron on R6.
R6 only once. This one so far one time also.
How would you compare its performance maneuvering around the curvy roads of Cameron Highlands on both bikes?
For the R6, bontot sakit. Bontot sakit in sense where you got harder suspensions, then the road is smaller. Then when you are negotiating a corner, then suddenly depan ada lori balak then you need to jam brake kan. So far R6 is a fun bike, but the CBR650R is the pleasant bike. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
So the two different worlds for me. So whereby R6 I can be competitive, I can be aggressive on the roads and everything, but this one I would prefer enjoy the ride, or maybe it's just my age getting older. I don't know which one lah. But for what I know, this bike is damn smooth. Even if I was riding at Singapore, gear 6, 90. Then this one gundu car go and change lane abruptly, right? Then jam brake. Never get to change gear, but I just open throttle. The meter was showing like maybe 50, but still can accelerate. So it covers the smoothness of riding. Honda did a good job for this bike. Not
see,
bad.
I see. So on the highway, how fast have you rode?
Laju.
On the North South Highway.
Laju kat Malaysia lah. Singapore no. But what I know, Singapore roads, I always maintain below 6 RPM. For those of you who are riding this bike, you know how fast it is. I can only say below 6,000 RPM.
So in Singapore, is there like a community of CBR650?
I think they have lah, but I'm not in. One time I was coming back from Malaysia, I saw another guy, a Malay guy, ride the same. His one full accessory, the cermin tukar. Macam, sure lah,
Busy ke?
H2 ke CBR ni cakap. And just talk to him. Then I forget to get his number. Yeah, so whoever you are,
DM tepi
Instagram.
So overseas, do you join any other group?
Groups, no lah. Riding with friends, yes. But so far as for what I know, in Singapore, we have our own team lah. I have my own team lah, which is Team Nusantara lah. So usually what we do is we plan on rides and everything, or maybe chalet, you know, those normal friends activity and everything. So we just proceed the activity.
I see. Okay, so far have you heard of any? I mean, because this is a new bike for you, you have not yet encountered any problems. Have you heard of any problems regarding this bike?
Yeah. So the one that I mentioned that I was going back Malaysia, there was one guy, right? He was the one that mentioned to me that one of his friends got this same bike, but then there was an oil leak on top here. So
gasket.
yeah, but it was under warranty lah. But I don't know why my rim is not under warranty lah.
Yeah. I think maybe that one mechanical. Maybe this one is
Maybe warranty
covers.
But if you go to service, but then the person top up too much oil, will cause the oil to be leaked also. So
quite true lah.
don't know lah. Masing-masing lah orang kata.
You've spoken a lot of good things about this bike lah. Maybe you can share like some of the things that you not really like or you wish it could be improved on.
A lot. Example, I show you.
All lah.
Lagi satu.
A lot of loose parts. A lot of loose.
Yeah.
A lot of loose parts.
Because for what I understand, you get what you are paid for. Cannot complain much lah. So even though tak suka, but then bopian.
Yalah, birthday present so
Kan? Tak boleh cakap, yang tak boleh nak tukar. Tak boleh.
It's like you are flying with Scoot, then you expect SIA service.
of course.
But don't get me wrong, the bike is okay. The bike is for you, how to say, learner's bike. For those of you who are trying to start riding class 2, you can start off with this, because the power is manageable. The suspension is okay, the brake is okay. So far,
Handling
all okay. Then it's an everyday bike lah. So you can trust my words. This bike can be your first class 2 bike.
Okay lah, especially if you like sports bikes lah. Okay lah, so Ahmad, thank you for sharing. So,
Right, thank you.
Far, what is your best memory with the CBR650R?
So far, the best memory was at Cameron lah. And with my friends lah.
Which part of Cameron you go? Just curious. I just curious.
Alamak, that one good question. Remember show pinpoint map? I follow. But you know, there's a place whereby they close the road for the pasar malam at the center of the road.
Tanah Rata.
We went there. What is it called? Comfy Sophie, I think. The name of the homestay. What happened was they went up first. So I was working night shift. So after my shift ended, I straight away pump to Cameron lah. So minum kopi, Red apa macam-macam makan
At
tahan
night?
mata. Morning.
After
So I
night
work
shift lah. After
Penat
night shift.
Penat. But so far okay lah. Because
When it comes to riding, no matter how tired you are, there's still energy to go.
correct. Dia lagi-lagi bila pulang, syok lah kan. But so far alhamdulillah lah. The going for what I understand, you go for riding trip. I mean, you all organize riding trips. You should know that riding in smaller groups are always faster than riding in bigger groups. Correct?
Yes, you're right.
So when I was going to Cameron, it took me like around 4 hours to reach. So pump air jalan, pump air jalan, pump air jalan. But then when coming back, we made a lot of detours. We went to the Old Karak Road, jalan dalam and corner with my friends and everything. Tire habis. So this one I changed the tire also.
Change
So
already.
this one also second hand because I waiting for the rims to come. Then one shot. This one also I changed with Peter Tan, if you know him, the one who organised SPK rides. So I went to his shop. Kat sini okay lah, change tire.
So Amar, once again, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, I also
Yeah,
thank you
for having me.
sharing your Honda CBR650R with us.
Correct.
Yeah, and I think in Singapore, like not much.
Not much. Not much. No, because maybe it's not as fancy as R6.
Yeah, quite true lah. I mean, Yamaha dominates Singapore market lah.
Correct.
Correct.
But okay lah.
Usually people like they get class 2, they want to max out
Yeah, BMW.
1000cc and above.
Kawasaki.
Because Singapore hard-earned license. So everything got to
1000.
max.
But
Yeah lah,
please
quite true.
ride safe. Those who get class 2. Ride safe when you are riding at Malaysia side. So please.
Yeah, so I think that's it from us. Any riders want to review that with us, do get in touch with us on our social media pages below.
If you like this video, like and share this video with you. Okay. So if you enjoyed this video, like and share, and don't forget to kejap. And action. If you enjoyed this video, like and share with your riding kakis, and don't forget to subscribe.
And that's it for the vlog. We'll see you guys in the next one.